the weather's unfavorable here in Connecticut. It's been quite a downpour most of the day, but we're usually not affected. I better knock on some wood here.
Yeah. Say don't.
I better knock on some wood here.
Sandy, can I
Oh,
interrupt you? Can I interrupt you and say in beautiful Ireland it's about 80 degrees today? Oh
Oh,
my
oh
goodness.
my
Can you
oh
goodness,
believe
my
that's
it?
gosh.
unusual.
All the Irish are heading for the beach or heading for the
I'm
shade. Take your pick.
sure.
So
Oh
That
yeah,
my
is so
gosh.
unusual.
we're having a beautiful day today.
Wow. Well, I
We're
would
supposed we're
for
supposed to get a couple days. We're supposed to get it to Thursday. But that
for a thousand reasons I wish I was there. Not, not first and foremost to mention I'd love to be in a room with you, of course,
well,
my
thank you. Thank
yeah, it's
you.
good to see you.
It's good to see you. Good
And
to see you. But we're having a
oh,
heat wave. It'll be over.
you're having a heat wave. You're
It'll
having
be
a
over
heat
by
wave.
Thursday, and Kim, our summer will be over, but the three, we'll enjoy the
In
three
one
days.
day, in one day.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Okay.
goodness. If you've just arrived, you're very welcome. We do have our first 12 readers signed up. They have up to 5 minutes, but many times just read one poem and take a little bit less than that to create a little space for our waiting list folks. Then we go to our waiting list folks as our 90-minute time frame allows. I'm just going to say one more time to those present. I'm sorry, I am going to depart a little early today. We've had surprise guests. I'm going to go spend time with them as soon as I help Sandy and Don get um, the list sorted. And I will watch the recording later so that I can appreciate what everyone's bringing to the table today. So if you're signing up, it's now the waiting list, and we'll do as many folks as we can, and that's one poem, 3 minutes or less for that part of the list. And we have about 8 minutes till program time, Sandy.
Very good. Yes. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us today. And I'll just make this announcement. If you are hoping to read, I'm just seeing, there you go. Uh, Thank you, Jennifer. Kim
Welcome.
literally cuts
I
and
literally
pastes.
copy and paste. So
So
please
if you wouldn't
type.
mind
Yeah.
typing your name as you'd like me to introduce you, if you
Yeah.
haven't typed your name in. So that just thank you. And thank you, Lee.
It just completely simplifies my life here as I scroll and scroll through all these folks and all the things they're sharing. Thank you. I see you. Got you, Lee. And
We
more
got you.
wonderful,
Okay.
wonderful friends and poets entering the room. And if you're not reading today, if you're just listening, that's wonderful too. The being in community is fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, that's what we do most of the time. So, and
Okay, can I have the name twice?
I see that one of our I see that our June featured reader, Lenny DellaRocca, is here with us. It's going to be featured in our June. I'll be announcing this, of course, but I'm so excited for June 7th to feature Lenny's poem in our Poets Focus. And the Poets Focus is based on the title of his current collection, Pandemonium. So get your poems of Pandemonium ready or write one for our June 7th Poets
So
Focus.
many different ways to play
There's
around
a
with
lot
that
of ways
theme.
and
So many crazy ways. Everyone, I want to say that we often get to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It just depends, folks on the waiting list. So I'll continue to take waiting list names up until the start of the program. It doesn't mean you won't get a turn. You probably will get a turn. Some folks that are in the first 12 only read one poem, maybe 2 minutes, and they add a little more time into the waiting list opportunity. So uh, I believe, let me go back and double check. Ken, I thought I had copied and pasted you already. Let me put you in where you belong.
I'm just getting set. as well.
Right after Hannah Mary. So let me make sure, and give me a minute, Sandy, to make sure that I have made any corrections I need to make.
Okay, very good.
Looks like I needed to make one. Ken is actually the first person on the waiting list.
Okay, hold on, I've gotta write some things down.
Oh, no, he's the second person on the waiting list. That was a mistake. Sorry.
Okay.
It's a lot of
We're
moving parts.
a lot of moving parts. We'll just, yeah, those of you who join us early to sign up, the joy of that is you get to see all the behind the scenes that we do to get ready for the program. And I'll just before, because we have 5 minutes to go, I'll just remind you all that I will be I will be announcing you in threes or in poetry parlay and triolets.
Absolutely.
And what we found is that that keeps, my banter down, and that also kind of creates more opportunities for more people to read. So I will keeping my comments to a minimum and announcing you all in threes. So do just come on in succession. Don't wait for us to queue you up. And yeah, so just watch the and I will try to do what Kim does so well, which is I'll try to also type in the chat who's up to
Yes,
read
thank
as
you, Lee.
well.
I overzealously found you and added you. So I will fix that here momentarily. And Sandy, remember, I'm going to give you a corrected final one in a chat directly to you and Dawn
Got it.
that you can refer to.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping me on my toes, everybody.
It takes a village to have a poetry reading.
3 more minutes, and at start of program time, I'm going to close the waiting list because we will have at
Yeah,
least 6 or 7 folks
we're
then.
pretty much there. We're pretty much
Almost there. Real quickly, Kim, did you enjoy your time in Ireland? I'm sorry I missed you, but I saw you
So
up in
much,
Dublin.
so much. It was just
it's hard to believe.
fantastic.
It feels like it was a
I'm
very
still
long
kind of
time
floating on
ago.
a happy cloud, to be honest with you.
That's so good. So
All
glad.
right, I'm going to go off screen. Everybody have a wonderful reading. I'm going to do
Thank
my
you so
final
much.
corrections, Sandy, and I will send that in a private chat to you and Don.
Okay, great.
Have a
Well,
great
thank
time,
you. Thank
everyone.
you so much.
Bye, Kim.
Okay. Wait, did you want to say something before
Yes.
the program starts?
Yes.
Okay, very quickly because we have 2 minutes.
Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry I don't have a computer that is working anymore, and I miss all of these meetings. And we also have the closing on my building on Wednesday. And Sandy and I could use a lot of good thoughts for that one. But I wish you all a happy holiday weekend,
Well,
and hope to
Thank
see you
you.
back there in a couple of weeks.
Thank you. Many wishes. Good wishes.
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much. All righty. Well, we're just about 2 minutes to go. And as Kim mentioned, we are we're likely at capacity. And due to that, pretty much that announcement that my mom shared behind the scenes here, yeah, we've been closing down my dad's business and the studio and cleaning it out. And I have to go there this afternoon after the reading. So I probably won't. Sometimes often I stay on for just like the after party, I call it the poetry after party. But I likely won't be able to stay much longer today. But once we're back into June, we won't have the bill. I won't be hauling things to a transfer station. Uh, yeah, and packing boxes. And yeah, and I'll be out west for those of you in the Pacific Northwest. I'll be doing a lot of readings while I'm visiting in June. So I hope I'll be able to see some folks in person. Thank you, Thomas. Hey, Thomas, I saw that little clap. So, well, we are at time, so I'm going to wait for my signal and we'll get started. Well, good afternoon, good evening, bienvenidos, my friends. You are here for Cultivating Voices live poetry, and you are joining us today for our wild card open mic. Anything goes on the wild card. We're going to be hearing from at least 12 poets on the open mic. We will likely get to quite a number on our waiting list as well. We aspire to get as many folks on as we can. So please do be apprised that you'll be hearing an incredible constellation of poets today. I've already signed up to read with us, and we're really looking forward to our May edition of the Wild Card Open Mic. And thank you, one and all, those of you here in the Zoom room with us who are signed up to read, those of you who are here just to listen, and those of you, of course, watching us live on our YouTube and our Facebook platform, as well as the hundreds of you that watch us online on our recordings after the fact. And that, of course, is thanks to the diligence of Don Krieger, his stupendous work, always making sure that we have the recording spit spot, as Mary Poppins used to say, for your viewing. And I do love going back to the recordings and taking a peek at them, particularly if there's been something that's been going on behind the scenes, and I'm like, oh, I didn't quite get to hear that poem, or I like to hear a poem more than once, quite often. Well, before we get started, just a few other sort of housekeeping notes here for Cultivating Voices Live Poetry. If you're just joining us for the first time, we are an international, intersectional, intergenerational poetry group. We began in March of 2020 during COVID, and we've been going rather strong all those 7 years. And we have over 5,600 members now on our Facebook group. If you have not signed up for that, please do feel free to head over to that site. And if you're not on Facebook, of course, you by registering to be with us for one of our live readings, which are usually the first 3 Sundays of the month, you will automatically, once you register, receive that link every single week, unique to you. So please do, please do take advantage of that. Well, we're headed into June, which will be our final month before we go on our summer hiatus. And I'll tell you a little bit about those program notes at the end of the program. But before we head to the open mic, I just want to give a big shout out to our poets who read 2 Sundays ago for our new book showcase. It was really wonderful. And if you haven't had an opportunity, if you weren't able to be with us, of course you can go to that recording. But today it is the wild card open mic. And I'll just remind everyone that our chat here in Zoom is live. Please do feel free to put announcements, any announcements, and upcoming readings. If you have an upcoming book or anything like that, please do feel free to use the chat that way, and also use the chat very generously to show your appreciation for our readers today. It is a wonderful opportunity for you to announce upcoming events that you might have. And I'll finally say as well that those of you reading today, if your poem would benefit our audience from a content notice, please do provide that for our readers so that everyone in the room can make good decisions about their self-care, which all it usually requires is just muting while someone's reading and then coming back on when they're finished. And with that, let's turn right to the open mic so we can get in as many people as possible. And I'll just also remind you, I'll be introducing three people at a time. So those of you watching live, just be apprised that I'm not going to be introducing each poet as they come on. That's to get as many voices in as possible. And with that, let's turn to our first three readers today. We have Michael McAfee, Jude Marr, and Mary Keating. Welcome to all three of you. And thanks for starting us off today, Michael. Good to see you.
Likewise. Good afternoon, Eastern U.S. time, everyone. I'm going to just do one poem, so make yourself ready, Jude. All right, I was working on this as late as yesterday, but I think it's now in a final form. It's called Canon, spelled C-A-N-O-N. I am an archive of what the author said, and only material that the author wrote. I'll not be sullied by embellishments. No fictions made by fans, no variants, no adaptations, no analyses, no glosses introduced by editors, no expert explanations of the text. Whatever writers write is sacrosanct. They serve as hymns to someone's paradise. There's nothing about Shakespeare that can't be learned by simply reading Shakespeare as it stands. Not just to writing does this thought apply. This proposition also can be said for any of the songs of Ani DeFranco, the films of Louis Buñuel, and local wines. It's like a science from a certain view. When you grind glass into an optic lens, then any deviations will cause warps and bend the light to make perception worse. Or when a bell is cast, a piece of grit will lead to cracks and fissures when it's struck. So too the mental lens, the bell of thought. There must be rules, complete and understood to what we all regard as authorized. I realize, of course, this runs the risk that these creators will be viewed as saints and held to be infallibly correct. Should this be deemed a feature or a bug? We must concede there may be heresies. No system can be fully absolute. No doubt there will be straws that break the back. But these outliers don't disprove the point that only the original intent is what must be accepted as the truth. And so I take my duties seriously. I shall not serve as keeper of the gates. I'll not say opinions must be held. Instead, I'll be an arbiter of truth, a scourge against deceit, a source of facts that I will gladly transmit far and wide. I'll take on students and apprentices to carry on what must be carried on. I pray that I may do these vital things with kindness, though my manners may be stern, that I may leave this world a better place and more informed than how it used to be. Thank you. Over to you, Jude.
Thank you, Michael. Well, that was a very rousing start to the evening. And it is a good evening from the centre of Portugal, where it is 8 p.m. and the sun is still shining. So that's good. Lenny, I'm sorry you've heard this one that I'm going to read before, but hopefully you won't mind hearing it again. Earth Day at the Botanic Garden. This is the second poem, by the way, that I've written about my favourite tree, which is up at the Botanic Garden. The tree I love best is broken, hollowed out, barely rooted, but still living. Since our February storms, the moss and ferns that cling to this tree's rough trunk look more ragged, less reassuringly green, but the thin offshoot branches that spring from the tree's arthritic upper limbs are now that spring is full upon us, topped with new leaves. The old tree's hollow body cants backward at an angle so steep that it must be propped in order to survive, and those deadwood props, sturdy and machine-tooled, serve the tree as a prosthetic limb, conserve a human who might live less well without such intervention, who might, without intervention, choose not to live. And I wonder if the tree knows what happens to old forest timbers when they begin to fail, their root soil eroded, their strength sapped by age or violent weather, their neighbors unable to save them. Or does the old tree know the fate of young wood, grown to be cropped and sown and sold, gone too soon and unmourned? The tree I love best is not conventionally beautiful, not well proportioned, not fruitful, not rare. Only its back roots remain connected to the soil, to necessary nutrients, like a body sustained by an IV bag hanging from a pole, like a body no longer able to talk to the taller, straighter, more vibrant trees gathered around its hospital bed. I have never hugged a tree, but sometimes I reach out and lay my hand against this old tree's cracked bark and ragged moss, not for long, just long enough to suggest we might have known each other in another life. We might even have been friends. Thanks.
That was beautiful. Hi, I'm Mary Keating. I was going to read two poems from my book, Recalibrating Gravity, which is my memoir in verse. And two of them have to do with sort of mental illness. I think it's Mental Illness Awareness Month. This one's called Arrhythmia. My heart races, my breath labors, my body searches to find the right tempo, even at rest. Still. Requiring 24/7 care now, my life's rhythms measured out in other people's time. When to wake, when to eat, when to play, when to breathe or pause, which beats against my parents' work ethic. Always be productive, even when sick. I know my body is asking me something, not allowing my heartbeats to fall into a steady rhythm. Are you a lawyer just because your parents said it would give you the most freedom, be a solid career choice? Or did you want to be a writer, an artist, a poet? Do you still want to be? 30 years later, I've been ignoring these questions until my body won't let me. These are life and death questions you must choose. As I write these words, tears drop like soft notes onto the page, spilling sadness and fear in a steady rhythm. That's not the way I want to live. I place my hands on my heart, feel the tempo to not miss a beat. For a moment, it's there, like the flutter of a butterfly's wings. And then this poem is a pantoon. It's called Chaos Out of Order. This I know down to my bones as you create chaos out of order. I love you. I love you. I love you. 24 hours back and forth as you create chaos out of order, trying to empty your basement. 24 hours back and forth like a robot going awry, trying to empty your basement. Boxes up, same boxes down, like a robot going awry. Back and forth, return, repeat. Boxes up, same boxes down. I worry at the first signs, get no rest. Back and forth, return, repeat. You too sense something's amiss. I worry at the first signs, get no rest as you fear spontaneous combustion. You too sense something's amiss, like glue left too long in the sun, as you fear spontaneous combustion. As your brain imprisoned your mind, like glue left too long in the sun, I don't know enough before to call as your brain imprisoned your mind, believing when you say, I'm okay. I didn't know enough before to call 911, all as a lifeline until now. Wanting to believe that I'm okay, I won't risk you dying locked in a ward. 9/11 all as a lifeline until now, as hospitals morph into a pandemic's death row. I won't risk you dying in a locked ward while your mind's stuck in an endless loop as hospitals morph into a pandemic death row. I play the serenity prayer in my head while your mind's stuck in an endless loop, grasp at your comfort in repetition. I play the serenity prayer in my head, but at last the respite is short. I grasp your comfort in repetition. I love you, I love you, I love you. But the respite is short. This I know down to my bones. And then the last poem I just had published in One Art, and this is the 53rd year anniversary of me becoming a paraplegic. I go back to May 1973, to the night I crashed, and see myself, a long tender lily, unaware of her grace, as she's about to get into a Mustang to leave a party with someone she barely knows because her boyfriend is ignoring her. She hasn't learned yet how oak doesn't bend at 120 miles per hour, how her spine can snap, wilt those long green stems forever. I want to run to her on legs I got to use my whole life, not just until 15. Tell her to turn back. Say to her boyfriend she wants to go home, to skip up the stairs to her bedroom, shed her clothes, jump into the shower, then snuggle into the bed with her teddy bear, with the whisper of dreams that still sleep inside. What would our life be like if I did go home that night and the next day was like every other day? I leave her as she opens the door, allow her the time to come find me. Thank you.
Ooh, I've heard you read that poem a number of times. It always really gets me, Mary. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. And thanks for all of our first three poets uh, bringing their words to our stage here, our virtual stage here. Michael McAfee and Jude Marr, and of course Mary Keating. Our next three poets coming up. Stay tuned. Again, keep that chat is very active already. Thank you, everyone. And also, readers, if you wouldn't mind just saying like where you're joining us from, if you feel comfortable. It's kind of fun to hear where everybody's located. So we're going to hear next from Gordon Ferris, followed by Joanne James, and then Eelke Lampe. Great to have all three of you on the program today with us. Thank you for joining us.
I think, oh yeah, Gordon's here.
Yes, Gordon's here, and I see he's unmuted. And I'm glad he's here. So maybe there's a little, is there a little, yeah, you're unmuted, Gordon,
Will I
but
just read, will I?
there we go. You got you. Yep, you're
Okay.
good. Very good. Nice to see you.
How are you? Can you see me? Yeah.
Yeah, we can see you very clearly.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
just going to read two short poems.
Okay.
Okay. The first one is Into Shadow. How to tell you that you have started to fade and disappear, fading and disappearing into your own shadow, a shadow vanishing when the sun goes in. How to tell you that the suffering and demise of all living things, human and animals alike, is overlooked by your God, who allows this suffering to happen. How to tell you that when you speak of yourself, you always belittle yourself, doing so with the idea of building yourself up and for people listening to build you up. How to tell you that I recall the kiss you gave and the words that slipped out, escaping your lips, words meant to be unspoken, but in that moment unleashed. And this next one is for my daughter who passed away on the 17th of April. It's called Seeing. Can you hear it when a child cries, words they try to say, imploring you to understand? Do you know the places they have been, the worlds they have seen, the words they have heard spoken? Can you hear it when a child cries, that look of recognition, seeing things that are not there, the smile with no source of amusement? Can you hear it? Can you hear it when a child cries, how they hope, how they copy the things they see you do and look up and wonder at the childish magic you still possess, how they wait and never sleep until you're at home? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gordon. I'm hopping in for really two reasons. One, I just want to, acknowledge the loss of your daughter, and I've been so sad I was so sad to hear when I was over. And you've been reading many poems, as you've been on that journey, as you've been and will continue to be on that journey with her. And I just, on behalf of Cultivating Voices, I just want to, extend our just deepest sympathy to you and your family. And I hope that poetry is a good support for you. So I'm very glad to see you here today. Thank you. We'll hear next from Billy Brown, followed by David Beckom. I got a little ahead of myself, so apologies, folks. And Billy, I must have conjured you because earlier today I was like, oh, Billy, and you made it. So good to see you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Sandy, and thanks for everyone who's read so far. Just delightful poetry. On 4 days ago, I became 82 years old, and it may seem unusual for someone my age, but I have a new love in my life, which will be partially explained by a couple of my poems. My first poem is titled For Joanna, that was written on my daughter's birthday in April. My daughter Elizabeth's 48th birthday. She died at 18 in a California car crash. Joanna, a soprano in the New Mexico Peace Choir, reminds me of Elizabeth, gone now nearly 30 years. Same dark brown hair, same dark brown eyes, similar beautiful smile, nearly the same age. She tells me her middle name is Elizabeth. Might she regard me like a father as I regard her like a daughter? Fatherly feelings for a living daughter renewed. Water flows spontaneously, tears of sadness, tears of joy. I've begun writing poems by using the toss of dice. When I toss the dice, it tells me how many words are going to be in the next lines. And so I have two poems now, which I call Randomness. The first one is for Joanna, the woman I just spoke of. Whenever I think of you, I smile. Whenever I don't think of you, I also smile. Joy is my usual way of being in this new, sweet world. I cannot help myself. And another poem called Randomness, word count generated by the toss of dice. I really want to fly above now. It is not necessary to escape from before now. Instead of taking to wing, it becomes thrilling to create a new after now. Immediately, I begin to soar within. Thank you, everyone.
All right, I'm going to ask David, would you unmute and share your poetry with us?
I still couldn't get over Billy when he said he was 82. So I'm Billy. I hope I can be 82. Good to go, Billy. Super. The name of this, I'm only going to read one, and it has to do with the name of my book. The name of my book is I Am a Poet, Not a Writer. I am a poet, not a writer. And people have to explain things, so this will be self-explanatory. It's the preface of my book now. It's called It's Personal. When I am asked to explain the title of my book, I Am a Poet, Not a Writer, I welcome the opportunity to express an opinion, a belief that is heartfelt, emotional, and very personal. I start by saying that some of my best friends are writers. I even dated one, lived with one, and fell in love with one. If I'm honest, the breakup was my fault. My jealousy and envy turned to resentment. As a writer, she had no rules, no boundaries, no limits, other than grammar. Prose has no rules. She could write whatever she wanted, and she did without shame. A cookbook, a self-help book, essays, monologues. There were children's books, books on flowers and yoga, newspaper articles, even poems. There was the open door policy, the endless traffic of words, in and out, more and more, day and night. She couldn't get enough words. And what about her stash? Her stash of vocabulary, it was everywhere. In the car, the kitchen, the bedroom, in her office, cluttering the desk, falling to the floor. What a mess. Then there is me, the sensitive one, the one caught up on doing the right thing, raised to follow the rules, the one crazy enough to love and write poetry, to even defend it with all its boundaries and rules and its unforgiving nature. Writing poetry is hard. It's difficult. With so many boundaries, there is no such thing as a 6-line haiku or a 9-line sonnet or a ballad without meter and rhythm, or free verse without rhythm, repetition, and like all poetry, strong imagery. Like it or not, poetry is the creative use of language, not words or vocabulary, but language. A poet, burdened by the standards, the elements of poetry, must create imagery from language. That imagery must evoke, manifest emotions and feelings from the complex to the sublime, but never the mundane. With my suitcase overflowing with metaphor, simile, repetition, imagination, compression, rhythm, and rhyme, I walked out the door, looking for the L word, language. A poet uses words, but they come with a caveat, a prescription. Words only to be used with imagination, with diction, and compression for the sole purpose of imagery. So in a nutshell, writers write many things, including forgotten promises and broken poems. A poet writes poetry and stays up all night talking to himself, trying to convince himself to break the rules. While half naked in her pretty little pink nightie, the writer sleeps, cuddling her words like her favorite soft toy, the one I won at the fair on a dare. I was only fooling myself. It was never going to last. She refused to change, and I could not, for I am a poet, not a writer. I told you it was personal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, David. And thank you, Billy. And thank you so much, Gordon. If you are just joining us, you are hopefully enjoying our wild card open mic here today on Cultivating Voices live poetry. We have 12 featured poets, and we're definitely going to get ourselves to that waiting list today. I'm given the pace that we've already gone. So, folks, just enjoy, sit back, relax, enjoy the poetry this afternoon, this evening, wherever you're joining us from. And our next three readers are going to be Kara Briggs, Joanne James, and Eelke Lampe. Welcome to all three of you, and thanks for making time for poetry today and for being with us.
Thank you, Sandy and everyone. I'm reading my new book will be out. I think I'll have it in my hands in mid-July. It's going to the designer in a week, and I can't wait to read some. The book is You and I and Spiliai from the Coyote Trickster. The name of the Coyote Trickster in many of our Northwest tribes. My first book is from my first book. It's meant to be an antidote for the age we're in here in the U.S. From the U.S. Civil Rights era. At 2 years old, the old man throws dice. I smell his aftershave, his dark skin. I feel grandfathered. I feel safe in the hot sun of the San Joaquin Valley. Farm workers are marching. King is planning the Poor People's March. Do I know I am witnessing history? The fields are full of cotton before sugar beets, before oranges, before almonds, more cash with each change of crop after cotton. Here, the farm workers are still Black people who fled the Jim Crow South, Oklahomans whose families fled the Dust Bowl, the land of opportunity, California, if you got the do-re-mi, as Woody said. I hold the dice, feeling the cubes in my hands. I know Black is beautiful. I know brown is too. I know the slogans of civil rights. I know we were a little above average. School teacher parents, they said we have a car that runs, we are privileged. Man on the Moon, we watch on a motel TV. I run and play with the children of farm workers, of immigrants. I am indigenous to this Pacific coast, if not exactly this place. I only know that I belong in this mosaic of America. This is me. I am free in the sun, in the park, in a community of children. My parents are helping to organize the local Poor People's March. I don't know this is why we are in the park, why we are in the multi-hued people, why we are with the beautiful people, why when we are hungry, the Black women wade into the river and catch fish with their hands. Soon my Yakima mother is with them, flicking fish out of the river into a frying pan. The FBI asks, is Chavez here? We say, we have not seen him. We do not know the man. My dad admits this is true, says we never knew the man. Still, it makes us proud that they suspect us. I hold the dice not knowing craps are how you make your money for the week, or you lose your money in a day. I possibly don't know money, but I know dice. I know rolling the numbers. I know the right number might set us intangibly free. We save quarters for the laundromat. When the old man says, you got some coin, child. My mother says, why are you teaching that child to gamble? I am bundled off to the children's games. I am 2 years old. I am good at numbers. Thank you. Is Joanne next?
I'm next. Okay. I'm here in Eugene, Oregon, south of Portland, a couple hours, and an hour and a half from the ocean. My poem's title is Ukrainian Fruit Stands Have Disappeared. I have written with a fellow Irish-Polish poet for 30 years. This is a line from her poem, Patty Sirens. My grandfather is still sitting on the curb, his feet in the traffic lane, his feet that are waiting for a bus. My Ukrainian grandpa has disappeared with his breath of Boilermakers, his breath of the land of his birth, muck and mire, city of his birth, Tarnopol, memory of his father's general store. He is waiting to have his feet run over by the bus. Such a destiny after traveling by ship from Bremen to Port of Baltimore to city of Binghamton, traveling until Auburn, New York, where I was born in a blizzard, where he is trying to get home, where he is in the bars and wars that have mired him down. His hands have planted trees in parks with the CCC, 3 Sherwood Street, where we sat on the porch. My traveling had not begun. I was 13. We barely spoke with his breath of the old world, his breath of kasha and kabasi, of halupji and pierogies. We're still sitting there, an inhale of life, an inevitable exhale of our deaths. We are breathing together to pierce the heart's dream of life. CCC, if you don't know what that is, it's a civilian conservation corps that they made during the Depression for people to, for men to get work. He planted trees. I think that's everything. Tarnopol, that's the only thing. And then one more poem. This poem's somehow I had like a treasure of, have over 10 poems in 3 anthologies that came out in the last 2 months. This poem is Angel. Make me a body with beautiful clothes made of clouds. Make the burnt toast a spirit offering. Wherever I am fleeing, make me a body like a Louis Vuitton suitcase. Wrists and ankles, my inner ear can go in style. Let me seize joy even where there is a cripple wing of stumble, a jealousy of tremble. I am no genius at letting go. I dig my heels deeper. My father said he was never going to die, and I swallowed a chunk of that denial. Punk and liar, bramble heart, make me something sturdier, a body like oak trees, not fireflies. Have I missed my chance? Will there still be revolution speeding down the wilder roads or praying from the rooftops? There's a basement in my heart. It's full of junk, a cheap carnival of chaos. Make me a potion that gives me wings. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm zooming in from Port Angeles, Washington, ancestral land of the Sklallam tribe of the Lower Elwha, and they're still thriving. And I'm going to share 2 poems. The first one will be published in Fixed and Free Quarterly of the June issue, edited by Billy Brown. And I can't believe the 82 either, Billy. Happy birthday. Getting up early. Just like the weather changes here from one moment to the next, my mood can do too. No need to hang on to fear or doubt or even exhilaration. Let them pass through me fully with gratitude that I can feel all of them, and then let go. Those who don't like rain, i.e. water, harbor unresolved feelings, a friend said. I've learned to cherish all rain over here up north. So much personality, variety, surprise. The gentle, soothing one, almost imperceptible. The confused one, here a bit, there a bit. By the back of the house, but not in front. The fierce, torrential one. Do we need Noah's Ark? The sideways one, blown by the gale. The steady, straight one, as if it will never, ever stop. The intermittent, teasing one. You thought I was gone. Gotcha. The Inuit have dozens of different words for snow, I learned years ago. Here in the Pacific Northwest, we could honor the rain with our own variety of praise. And Mother Sun nods her approval as she shines her glory onto the lingering moisture above us, granting a brief blessing through her rainbow bridge. The second one, a very recent one as well. Rotation. Sitting outside reading, all bundled up in still chilly April, makes me cry. Not with sorrow, but in recognition of warm, loving times lived and loved and lost. Papa cherished sitting on the balcony, bundled up, reading about archaeology, history, politics, while I played baking with sand within that same intense concentration. Then 17 years later, after Papa was long lost in that terrible night of the East Frisian hurricane of 1967, I sat all bundled up on the rooftop of my temporary Mannheim abode in the spring of 1981 while working as a directing intern at the Nationaltheater Mannheim, reading the first permitted printing in German of Klaus Mann's novel Mephisto, that had been legally banned for decades by the Mann family for revealing in disguise the real-life story of actor-director Gustav Gründgens double existence during the Nazi time, politically and sexually. Erika Mann, his wife, for cover. And the pink plastic flamingo from Safeway rotates its fake wings as I write these lines in the Pacific Northwest in 2026. Thank you.
Wow, strong poems, strong poems. Thank you, Eelke Lampe and Joanne James. And we began that beautiful set with Kara Briggs. Congratulations on the forthcoming collection, of course. A great follow-up to Rivers in My Veins, which we also featured here on Cultivating Voices. So look forward to that soon. All right, friends, we move along with our next set of poets. We'll hear from Harvey Soss, Gail Ramsey, and Stephe Watson, my brother right down the street. Welcome to all three of you. Thanks for being here today with us.
Well, thank you for having us. I'm coming to you from Brooklyn, New York, and I've posted in the chat an invitation to this month's Artful Dodgers Poetry open mic, so have a look-see. This one is called Alzheimer's and the Spoken Word. The look in his face, deeply lined from poetic exertion, is that of a treed kitten, runt of the litter proving his mettle, who scrambled up the tree trunk nimbly enough without any thought of how to get down. Too young to know fear, startled by the sound of a fire engine racing to save it, wondering as such kittens must, how did I get here? As similarly stuck, our self-described poet for the ages finds himself unable to recall his own poems. Pivotal to our poetic growth, the befuddled genius who authored them tripped up as much by Alzheimer's as by his untied shoelaces. Led on stage by our host, he seems lost, with some in the audience already heading towards the door, pained to have paid to see him in such a state. Shocked as echo warriors would be to witness redwoods, with a John Muir who defended them being force-fed into a wood chipper. The poet jokes he's been on the scene long enough to have dandled Methuselah on his knee, or was it baby Jesus' names being among the first to go, showing his age as do his 6 thin volumes sandwiched on library shelves between the offerings of sexier authors. He struggles not to say, "Why me, O Lord?" like St. Ignatius, tossed to the lions of Rome, clawed to the bone by time, leaving us to imagine what he must have been like in his prime. Advanced in years almost to the point of speechlessness, he still draws a curious crowd to our little Colosseum. Princetonians who had only read of the Hindenburg disaster, raising their hands to answer, present at the fall of our best-known poet, the shape he's in all but burying his claim to mastery, sucking the life out of his bibliography, with some contending that this must be long COVID or the flagging of his immune system. His humiliation is total, unexpected as a sleepwalker belly whopping into an empty pool. Ambien, a graduate student, reaches for an excuse. That's the cause. Heads nodding in agreement. The poet steadying himself, clutching at the podium to stay upright. So sad, so likely to happen to us. My own apocalypse not so far off that I can't feel the breath of the 4 horsemen on my neck. Poetry geeks near the stage, half rising to lend support, sit back down, having considered the insupportable shame of his having to rely on them, intensifying the icon's embarrassment. The wordsmith known to be prideful to a fault. Righting himself, he leans on his fame as if it were a cane, used in not confirming liftoff until our host, metrically minded, begins to spoon-feed him his lines from the wings, bridging the gaps between remembered bits. The academic's evident reluctance to do so, selling us on the view that nursemaiding an aged and fading poet, one mythic as Ouroboros, a lanky serpentine fellow publicly shedding the skin of his reputation, wasn't his choice. Appointed snake charmer for the night by his chairman of department, this remit a hot potato passed to him as last prof in. With no end in sight, he checks and rechecks the time, too important in his own mind as an up-and-coming metricist to babysit a has-been. We can see that our king cobra isn't charmed by the way he's been self-betrayed, tottering on the edge of full-on forgetfulness. A Brooklynese, forget about it, and there's not anything that anyone can do about it. No amount of doctoring or wishing on a star can walk this back. We root him on sub-vocally as he scavenges for what should by now be second nature, flossing words, lines, the occasional stanza out from between his teeth. Ghosts of memory advise him to rinse and spit, to give us some poems we can hang our dreams on, a couple of ripe plums our ears can boast of having eaten. No sign of remission presents itself. His situation, gypsy-doodling from bad to worse, with more failures of memory than litter in elephant's graveyard. brain case plaque being the proximate cause of paralysis of the tongue. The poet's once proud villanelles, working themselves loose, cliff dive into the black hole of free verse reduced to haiku. Our faces redden into stop signs as he approaches dementia's deep end. His choice is limited as ours may be. A, go out into the world increasingly forgetfully, or B, couch potato it before the TV set. Later, our hero helped off the stage Einstein lectured from. I'll stretch to recall a post-it I've forgotten. What I was out of that needed getting. Was it milk? Was it bread? Thank you.
All right. Gail is up next.
Okay.
Here you go. Hello.
Hi to everyone. Hi, Sandy. I'm coming to you all from Lacey, Washington. I have one a relatively short poem. In anticipating my 90th birthday in a few weeks, I recognize that many of my older poems included something like a river or a stream or a waterfall. And this undercurrent now is quite different of many recent poems. It was from a prompt to write an in praise of poem. In praise of the stagnant pond. Lately, I've come to appreciate the stagnant pond, the primordial smell of ashy green muck, the puckered crust of curling patterns, and the frothing bubbles that rim the warm, torpid mass of breeze-quivered wrinkles like a slobbering lip. Where is life more intriguingly contrasted than here in this slack pool of elaborate goo, with its Baroque exaggerations of teeming life and florid decay? I find it distinctly clever the way this humble pond juggles inertia and activity, and then one day begins a slow, evaporative recessional and disappears. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you. Hi, I'm Stephe Watson of Someday Farm. I'm here in Connecticut in USA, and this is Luna Wolf. Hi. This is a limerick. A poet on cultivating voices, sharing a haiku, a senryu by choice, is glad to give back their time so another can shine, and the waiting list quietly rejoices.
Oh my gosh, that's delightful. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm so glad to see you back with us. And Luna, of course. Luna Wolf. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Harvey. What a very energetic set from the three of you. Thank you, one and all. Our next three coming up, we're going to hear from Hannah Mary and Ken Burch and Lee DeRosiers. Welcome to all three of you. Thanks for being here on Sunday, our wild card open mic, if you're just joining us here on Cultivating Voices Live Poetry.
Hi, everybody. I think I'm up first. I'm Hannah Mary. I am coming to you guys from Alberta, Canada. And I am excited because this is my first time with you guys and everybody's wonderful. I'm going to read a few very shorter poems that I've written pretty recently in my healing. So the first one I'm going to read is called The Quiet. Grief, what are you doing here again? Perhaps you never left. Maybe you've been sleeping silently, waiting beneath my breath. I feel you coursing through my veins, then catching in my chest, filling up my aching heart, a guess that knows no rest. I know how to move you, but I don't know how to let you flow. Why must you pass right through me just to make your presence known? I know you can't stay stagnant or I'll shatter where I stand, but still you twist within me and shift and sting like waves against the sand. I close my eyes and I see again the brown dory on the shore, the one you'll never get to row again the way you did before. Let's go the way we used to. Don't forget the crumbs for the blue jays you used to say in the birch trees that brighten up our day. I'll carry you with me. We always do. I picture now your bare paw hands, your eyes of crystal blue, so safe, so strong, so graceful, so steady, so kind, always you. My daughter has your eyes. My sons, they have your strong hands and your tall, gentle spirit. So now we focus on the small glimmers of hope and like how the ocean sparkles beneath a setting sun, grateful simply to take another breath and to carry love forward, even in the quiet. Thank you. This one's called Vacant. It takes a village. Where is this village? I'd like to live there. I'd love to find the neighbors who offer me support without hesitation. This village, this is hard to find. I've been searching with my newfound strength that I have come across, but I'm still struggling. Every turn feels abrupt, every road a dead end. I go back to the beginning and I fucking have to start again. People love to say it takes a village, but then they hide away. They don't know what to offer. They don't know what to do, so they offer nothing. And I suppose that's better than false promises, hope followed by pain, by disappointment, smiles turning into frowns. Where is my village? I need someone to drive because I feel as though I might be getting lost. I will find my way home, but right now I am so alone. Thank you. This one is The Beautiful Truth. Oh, how wild and terrible is this free mind of mine, untethered by the false certainties of faith that once guided me blindly through this life. The hope in the unknown now feels safer than the fear of questioning so-called truths. You want to tell me how to walk, what to believe, who to love, but why? If you're so right, what makes me so wrong? Is it the iron grip of your fear, the choking embrace of conditional love, the threat of losing everyone I once knew? The truth doesn't live in control. It lives in me, right here. You do not get to own me. My freedom is worth every battle. My mind marvels at the science of it all, the elegant facts and logic that follows me around, the courage to live without all of the answers. I trust what is right. I reject what is wrong. And this is wrong. You will not control my mind anymore. And in this gift of freedom, I see the world as it could be, vast, open, alive with possibility. Where my belief is my choice, my love is never dictated. I was so deprived, kept silent, kept small, but now I use my voice to heal, to protect, to lift others. This free mind is beyond beautiful, and it is a gift I honor every day.
Thank you so much, Anna Marie. It's so great to have you joining us from Canada. I wanted to jump in. I've been enjoying the poetry so much today that I really neglected to say that we're to the waiting list, and technically one poem on the waiting list. However, we sometimes go to a baker's dozen, and of course, it's perfect because why wouldn't we want to hear more than one poem?
Yes,
A new
thank
member
you.
joining us. So, great first reading, and I certainly hope it won't be your last. Thanks for sharing your poems with us today.
Thank you. Definitely not my last. Thank you,
Good.
guys.
I'm actually hoping to come to Calgary to
Oh,
read sometime. So
that would be amazing.
I think we'll get to meet in person,
Yes,
hopefully within the year.
I'm
Thank
in
you.
Edmonton, so it's not that far away.
Okay. Well, next, and folks, we are on the waiting list, so it's one poem up to 3 minutes. I think we're going to have no problem getting to everyone. So, yeah. So feel free to take that 3 minutes because we have just 5 more folks to go. And our next reader will be Ken Burch, and I'll go one by one now. So yeah, followed by Litt. So welcome, Ken. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hello, everyone. I'm here from the allegedly liberated zone of Olympia, Washington, liberated except for what they do to the houseless and what the police sometimes do to people whose skin isn't quite light enough. But I digress. It's a lovely day. Anyway, this is a poem started about the question of what you can and can't see in the weather, called Uncertainty. Beautiful weather in a time when fascism may prevail. In an age where the imposed dominance of one race over all others is sought, in an age where coerced communion in one form of one religion over all others is sought, in an age where a few seek the domination of one cyber class over all others, in data cities buttressed by paywalls, beautiful weather in such an age is confusing, is it not? And is any form of love, not knowing what shall live, who shall perish, spiritual as in forms of faith or freedom from it, emotional as in all shapes of all hearts, physical as sensed in storms of sensations, showers of fluids, transitory, organized in non-secured smartphone schedules, perpetual in words on paper, words on stone. Hear it all. Are we here to feel it? Is that which we create, when creation may be hollowed by decree, on a canvas, on a page, on strings, with voice, with body, on a keyboard, tuned or clacking, out of clay, rock, metal, cloth, still to be made by or of us, or made ornament by the ornamental. We live in these questions. We may die in these questions, and our deaths may be the mulch for the garden of new answers. Thank you all, wherever you are listening today.
Thank you so much, Ken. And yeah, maybe I'll get to see you in a few weeks. I'll be in Olympia in June for most of June. So that'd be lovely. Yeah. All right. Next, we travel all the way across to the other coast. Well, not quite the coast, but almost. Hi, Lee. It's Lee
Hi,
DeRocha. It's great
Sandy
to
and
see
everybody. It's
you.
so good to see you. Let me just grab the poem here. It was up. Okay. So, yeah, I am going to have a new book very soon, and I put some info on the one reading I have when I'm going to be in Cape Cod on June 3rd. And this is a poem that is in that book. It's called Collectors. And it starts with a short quote that was from a Facebook quote, a Facebook post. Quote, I seriously didn't know there were people who don't like a good stick. Unquote. We are creatures of earth, collectors of mushrooms and the moon on early summer evenings when it fills the sky and the smell of dirt loosens for shoots with names like lobster, hen of the wood, shaggy mane, black trumpet, and chanterelles, while trees rejoice and sing to each other through their networks of fungus underground, leaves turned upward to receive a brief rain shower. We beneath, awestruck, pocketing the light. That's it. Short. Thank you so much. It was fun.
Thank you. Wow, thank you so much. I'm tempted to cancel my reading that I have on June 3rd just to come see you read. Oh my gosh. That's a really great lineup on the Cape. So thank you so much. Congratulations. Looking forward to your new collection, of course. And we've heard a number of poems from it over as you've been writing it. So thank you. All right, folks. Now we go to Jennifer Litt. I'm excited. I got to see Jennifer in Dublin. That was so exciting. So it's nice to have you with us so shortly after, so that my separation anxiety doesn't get too high. And after Jennifer, we'll hear from Terri Cohlene.
Hello, Jen Litt. I'm coming to you from Fort Lauderdale. And yes, it was a wonderful, unexpected occurrence to be able to see you and the Titanic readers in Dublin. Exciting. This is the first of 3 sonnets, and it's called Neural Map 1, and it begins with the epigraph. People who are grieving can lose their physical sense of direction. In Jack London State Historic Park, Glen Ellen, you and Ava hiked here before she got sick, and you never figured out what took you so long to discover this sanctuary of forest, streams, waterfalls, a brook, where you'll place her remaining ashes. For the past 2 years, you've scattered them in designated places she requested. Lost in private thought, you reminisce us off the 2-mile trail onto a steep climb up and around and down and up again. No water, no map. My activated sciatica, your horror. A hiker saw me and called a park ranger who drove us down the fire road to the entrance. I wave a movie star goodbye, equanimity restored.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And again, yeah, thanks for bringing me back to Dublin today. We're so great. All right. Well, we keep playing a little bit of ping pong here between east, west, and we go back out to the west. Hi, Terri.
Hi, it's good to be here. I'm coming to you from Olympia, Washington. We're going to be seeing Sandy soon, and we'll see her Zoom pretty soon, actually next week for Last Tuesdays with Sandy and Thomas. And Cara will be here. I'm excited about all those things. So today I brought a poem that was kind of lingering after Sandy's inspiration to write a Titanic poem. And this one I didn't finish this one until after Unsinkable came out, but I wanted to share. I thought I'd try something different. Can you all see this? So the shape is part of the deal. So this poem is called Titanic. All it took was an iceberg to convince the Titanic to stop short in the middle of the Atlantic, divest herself of all that human cargo. More than 2,000 unsuspecting souls launched into that dark, dark sea. Those icy waters, the moonless sky, lit up with flares, like fireworks shot into the stars, whether to celebrate or to seal her fate. All it took was an ego, or was it a bet that inspired the captain to press on with dangerous speed? Greed to skimp on lifeboats. Meanwhile, she sorted her sufferers, third-class passengers stowed away like cargo. Meanwhile, the orchestra played on. Maybe Alexander's ragtime band, Old Lang Syne, by the light of the silvery moon. So again, there it goes.
I am in awe. I'm ready to go to volume 2, just so I can have that poem in volume.
Okay.
Shape poem, of the Titanic sinking. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm not supposed to go on and on and on, as you know, but Kim's not here. And of course, how could I not with that? Thank you, Terri. Oh my gosh. I have to rein it in. Uh, yeah, thanks for those of you who are in the anthology that are here today. If you are not in Ireland or the UK, the Unsinkable Poems Inspired by the Titanic, its release date in the US is July 1st. So it is in pre-order now on your various and sometimes nefarious sites. But if you can't wait till July 1st, you can order directly from Salmon Poetry. That was my commercial interlude. Well, we go now to Phynne-Belle, and Phynne will be followed by Isaac Cohen, and I might throw in a good measure. And if maybe I might put Lenny on the spot, and if Lenny might give us a poem as a preview from Pandemonium for your upcoming reading, that will help us finish out the set for today. So take it away, Phynne-Belle. It's great to have you always. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Good afternoon, everybody. So this is tentatively titled Urn of Sorrows. I am going to mold my silence into a vessel, a crude urn to keep all the things I've left unsaid. I once held it wet and unformed in my hands, but it has toughened its shell over the years. Its impenetrable, careful layers begin to keep me out, pushing me to not recall my own secrets and sorrows. If I crack this quiet open, I fear I would not recognize what is inside. In the beginning, I marveled at how my silence was also my hands cupped around it, smoothing and coaxing it upward. Silence and self were one and the same. How splendid we were together as we made doves spring forth from the putty and transfigured the tips of my fingers into their wings, their safety, their home tree branching outward before the breath, the leap, body gathering as it ascended their first flight. Too late, my bereft palms thought to reach heaven bound, a failure to catch what I had lost, to keep it in my protection. In the space I left exposed, a moment between my arms, a nest had formed. The nest carried new life. I lifted each egg it tucked between its twig and down, held them up to the light, perfect ellipse of spun sugar glass. Solitary will not breed sanity. My angst, mother-born, mother forsaken, shaped them to the warmth of my palm and crushed them open. I mourned their brief presence, close rank among my thumb and ring finger to capture their bleeding yolk, but in its place sat nothing at all, where I was merely clawing at the indifferent air. I looked down at my empty hands gone gnarled and leafless, warding off the sun. Can the form of soundlessness be willed from tree limb to trowel? Can I dig myself a moat, a cushion of viscous water, a river to float on easy pauses? Can I dig a hole deeper still than my own roots find the slope and points of slumbering words, yank the severed neck or the sharpened tail of a buried consonant, an M or a P to use as a pick to chisel outward, wave aloft, utter once into the palpable hush, a solitary, help me. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Oh, very powerful poem. That's Phynne-Belle, thank you. Always great to have you on the program with us. Very grateful. Now we're gonna go to Isaac Cohen. Hi, Isaac.
Hi, dear Sandy, dear Dawn, dear Billy Brown, happy birthday. many wishes. Cohen, the singer. A singer on a stage returned to his dream. The spirit of his life hovered above the glory camps. Thank you, Cohen, Israel, and thank God that the ceasefire is continue, and we hope the peace will come soon. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you so much, Isaac. And, in addition always to your wonderful poems, I always appreciate how you bring the message of peace to all of us anytime you're on the
Yeah.
program. I so appreciate it. I'm hoping that maybe Don or Lenny might be willing to jump in and read a poem with us today. We just have a few minutes left, and
I could do that, Sandy.
thank you so much, Lenny. I thought it'd be a great opportunity. Lenny's going to be our featured poet in our Poets Focus, along with somebody else named Sandy, for Poets Focus on Pandemonium. And also, congratulations on editing the new publication. I'm really looking forward to that as
Yeah,
well.
we're going to launch 12. It's called 12 Poets. It's going to launch soon. We're not, I think maybe 3 times a year, but we're only going to publish 12 poets per issue and no more than 2 poems per poet. And that's it. That's it. There's nothing else. So anyway, hey, Sandy, it was really great to finally meet you in Baltimore.
Yes, it
right?
was fantastic.
At AWP. Okay, so this is one of my invention poems. I have almost a chapbook worth of these. This one is called The Invention of New Year's Eve. It kept on snowing. Half the boozed up grown-ups and all of us kids in PJs followed you out of the house giddy with anticipation of it. The bells, that's what time it was. That's what you called it. Even before I knew what it was, I believed in it, because you gave it a name. It sounded like a church with toys in it, like stars if you could only cup your ear to midnight. Something that could make magic animals sparkle on the front lawn. I hope it would. Something called the bells must be keen, and it kept on snowing because you wished for it, and so did I, Ma. The rest of the family inside singing Auld Lang Syne, the Isons and O'Donnells, wary neighbors at their blinds. What the hell is that noise? But we didn't care. It was the bells, and half the family froze their asses off at 12. You gave us wooden spoons, pots, and pans, and said, do this. And we did. With all our might, we beat them in the middle of the street, a festival of jesters and buffoons. And the whole world shined like a cloud with the big old moon in it. It kept on snowing. It was crazy cold, but I didn't want it to end. I loved the bells, Ma. I wish I could tell you how much. And that's Pandemonium. It's from the Slipstream Press.
There it is, from there's Lenny DellaRocca and Pandemonium. That'll be our Poets Focus word of choice on June 7th coming up. So get your poems ready to feature also along with us on the open mic for Pandemonium. Thank you so much, Lenny. I'm putting you on the spot for a poem, but I really appreciate
No worries.
it. And I would love it if Don Krieger would share a poem with us today as well. if Don is available. Don always is, there he is. There is the person of the hour. Thank you.
Thanks, Sandy. I wonder if maybe we could ask Catherine Ronan instead, because I'm not ready and Catherine has so many good ones.
Oh, what, Don? I would be absolutely delighted because I'm late this evening because I was at Middleton in East Cork at a poetry competition and I came second.
Yes, well, congratulations.
So I might read my if I have it here, which I hope I have, I'm gonna read my winning poem. How's that?
Right from East Cork to us.
Fresh from East Cork.
Fresh from the
second
competition.
I came second in the Middleton Literary Festival.
Fabulous. All right.
So now this is my first online reading of my winning poem called The Unraveling. The ball of wool unwinds without its pins. Hazelnuts fall from the hem of my skirt. It is carousel. I am unspooling into the stumble murk of you, shadow boxing all the would-be monsters of us, spinning floss webs, candied dreams of fairground attraction. But I know the caravan is parked for only 1 week in summer, where I smell the last town's dresses, paper bags, and popcorn promises. I step right up, both lips smudged, my silly eyes cracking in the sunlight.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can see why East Cork went there. I can see why they went there. Thank you and congratulations. Congratulations. Again, right from East Cork, right off the stage to our screen with was the Middleton Literature Festival, Poetry Festival, or
Oh, it was an arts and lots of drama, art, and poetry.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so it was on for 10 days, but today's the finale, and I was delighted. I have to
Oh,
say.
of course. Well,
And
congratulations again.
Thank you, Don, for asking me, for slipping me in there because I am just so happy to share my poem. So I'm so thrilled.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I'm delighted I got to read my winning poem and Cultivating.
Yes.
I'm just back in West Cork from East Cork, and what a lovely way to end my day.
Oh my gosh. And what a great way for us to end the official open mic tonight. I'll close us out with one poem and then just make a couple announcements. And thank you so much, everybody. Well, as we've been talking about, and we talked a little bit in the pre-show. This week, my family's closing on my father's glass studio. So on Wednesday, that's it. Keys will be passed, and I'm doing the final preparations to clear the last pieces of glass out and get his what to me is very famous piece, The Beginnings of Time, out of the building safely. So I thought I would, in honor kind of this kind of end of this glass era, I thought I'd read one of the title poems from the Glass Studio. I don't often read it, this one. It's the one that's probably least shared, but ironically, it begins as we're closing, packing up the glass studio that we had before the one that we're now closing down. So this is called The Glass Studio, August 12th, 2005. The hired boys on their bicycles park in front of the studio, disguised as a 2-story house. My father is paying them to break down the sheetrock on the second floor. They pitch the walls like flat sheets of stained glass out the windows. From my parents' bedroom window next door, I watched the boys exit out the front door and heave wall after wall into the dumpster on the front lawn. When they reached the panels with our autographs and logos of late 1970s rock bands drawn with colored Sharpies, the hired boys laugh their nervous teenage laughs because they don't quite know the bands or all the materials surrounding them. Crates packed with sheets of glass, soldering irons, spools of lead, fluxes and patinas, plaster molds and metal jigs hanging from the ceiling like a torture chamber. Once upon a time, I sat high on a yellow chrome stool by the window across from my parents' bedroom, soldering the seams where copper-foiled pieces meet together with beads of lead, mimicking the sweat dripping down my face, traveling the veins in my arms. I didn't mind. I placed my focus on the creation of the thing of glass. Occasionally, a sea breeze would drift through the screen, remind me of the world outside, and that in a few hours I would be back on the raw glass, sandy beach, letting the salt and sand obliterate the sweat and the double life I led upstairs and down, at home and at school, at work and at play. Everything kept at arm's length to create all that superfluous gilded light. Well, I want to thank all of you today for bringing your light, your considerable light, to our May closing reading, our wild card open mic, and just what an array of wonderful poems we were able to hear today from really all around the world. I always appreciate you making time for Cultivating Voices, bringing your voices to our virtual stage. And of course, we head into June. It's our final month before we go on summer hiatus, and we have quite a formidable lineup of poetry coming up in June. So do reserve your Sundays. We begin, of course, with our charming Poets Focus. I love the Poets Focus, where we take that word and look at a word prismatically through your eyes and two featured readers, who happen to be Lenny DellaRocca, who we heard from, and the Poets Focus is on Pandemonium, which is the title of his chapbook. And because my chapbook will just have been hot off the press, coming out, and is about quite a bit of chaos itself, quite a bit of pandemonium, based on the Hartford Circus fire, I'll be the other featured poet with my new chapbook coming out June 1st, Fire at the Big Top, and all of you on the open mic. So do join us on June 7th. Our final new book showcase of the spring season, folks. You will not want to miss this reading. We will have an incredible quartet of poets. I always say that, and it's always true. And we'll be hearing from Robin Becker, Teo Shannon, and Stacy Waite. Robin's been with us in the Zoom room before. Teo Shannon and Stacy Waite have never read with us before. But all three of them published with the University of New Mexico Press. There are some people in the room here who are pressmates of theirs, and they will be joined to round out the quartet, to round out the square that is a quartet, will be Kelly Russell Agadan with her new collection, Accidental Devotions. So I hope you will mark your calendars for June 14th as well, for our final new book showcase of the spring season before we go on our hiatus. And we will close out the spring season with our 7th annual Poetry Pride Parade. And we will be featuring and highlighting some poets from Sinister Wisdom, a lesbian-focused journal that is celebrating its 50th anniversary. They'll be joining us, as well as all of you on the open mic. That's our 7th annual Poetry Pride Parade. So again, June is just around the corner. We look forward to being with you. And of course, I'm so excited and pleased that you could be with myself and Don and Kim for the brief time she was able to be with us tonight for our wild card open mic. I hope you all have an excellent end to the month of May. We will see you in June. And as I always say, friends, take very good care of yourselves, take good care of each other, and keep writing your poems. And how about we unmute to give ourselves a very hearty round of applause for our reading
Sandy,
today.
thanks to all.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Bravo, everybody.
Have a
Thanks,
grand week.
Sandy.
Thank you,
Great
everyone.
readings. Appreciate you all.
Happy
Okay.
birthday, Billy.
Yeah, happy birthday, Philly. Happy belated birthday,
Happy
Philly.
birthday.
Yeah. And we'll see you all in June. Take
Big
good
hug,
care.
Sandy. Hope you get through the move.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.